Hey, hello guys. So today we will look into the model federation that it introduced by the Webpack. Okay, so model federation, it is a part of the micro frontend technology. Okay, so we will look into the how we do the model federation with the help of the Angular. So first of all, let's try to understand what is the MFE it is there. Okay, so MFE it is there running your component as a service and add that component into the your shell applications. Okay, so it is the means the micro front end. It forms as a micro front end there. Okay, so here you can see that my one component is running as a service here. Okay, so it is a flight component and it is hosted on the port 4201 it is there, and so it is consumed into the application 5000. Okay. Okay, so let's try to understand with the help of this tutorial. Okay, so this is the model federation plugin tutorials. Okay, so you can go go through this one by referring this URL. All right. Okay, so let's try to understand how the code is arranged. Okay, so first of all, we created two projects. One, it is the MF1. This is the our micro frontend component. Okay, and this is the shell application. Okay, so for that one, we configured with the Webpack configuration it is there for the extra Webpack config. Okay, so when we talk about the Webpack, so it is the custom Webpack come into the picture. So that is why we created the Webpack config.js. Okay, so let's try to understand what is the configuration that is needed for the all the for all the projects. So here we have created two Webpack files. One it is for shell application, and another it is for our micro frontend application. Okay, so let's try to dive into this one. Okay, so here we have before that we will check, we will look into the what are the configurations we have done into the package.json. Okay, so here most important stuff here it is needed. We need npm package Angular architect model federation here. Okay, so when you have the model federation npm package in your hand, so after that we will jump into this webpack config.js. Okay, so I have imported all the required packages here from the model federation webpack. Okay, so this is the with model federation plugin. I have specified the name. Okay, and I am exposing the endpoint, that module that we are going to expose. Okay, so we will also look into the code, so how the code is arranged for the shell perspective also and the MFE perspective also. Okay, so here I'm exposing the flight module. Okay, so it means that so the shell application will be the shell application can access the flight module. Okay, and here also I'm exposing it is the flight search component. So it means that the shell application can access the component directly from that running application of MFE. Okay, so this is the by default settings are there. So we need to specify this all the means the share all modules here. It means that whenever we run the applications, see all the means the default packages, Angular packages, and all the Angular core packages are being loaded, and it will be shareable across the shell application. Okay, so we will look into the Webpack config of shell applications. Okay, so you have seen that I have hosted the MFA application onto the localhost 4201. Okay, and I'm telling to shell application this is the my remote module. So okay, so this remote entry.js file will be produced by this webpack config. Okay, all right. So this is the same common part that is the as a over the MFA application. Okay, so it means that this application can be further be exported as a MFA application to another one if it is needed. Okay, so let's look into the code here. Let's look into the shell application and okay, I'm directly jumping into the shell applications as there is no not much more dive into the components from the MFA application. Okay, so here I have created the component. This is the my template URL. Let's refer that one. So here I have created the template. It is a I am specifying it as a placeholder. Okay, so it means that I need to I need to glue this component that is the remote component to this placeholder. Okay, so I am telling this is the remote load. Okay, so I have created remote load function along with the remote module. Okay, so the remote module it is a part of the module federation. Okay, I'm specifying that. Okay, so this is the module. Okay, so the module, what is the module? It is the expose module dot fsc. That is what we have seen. This one fsc. Okay, and I'm specifying that this is the remote entry. Okay, so it is the 4201 remote entry.js. Okay, as I'm specifying, the application should be hosted on 5201, which is specified into the packet.jsn. Here it is there. Okay, now let's see into the how the we are running the application and the shell application is accessing micro frontend. Go to the terminal. Let's stop that MFE. Okay, let's stop the shell application. Yes. Okay, it is obvious that we need to run the MFE one. Okay, npm run start colon mfe1, which is specified in packet.json mfe1. Okay, so it will be mfe1 will be started. Okay, let's wait for to get start that one. Okay, the bundle it is being generated. Okay, now let's see. Okay, so good. So that is the component is being activated now, and we can see the application is hosted in proper way. Okay, now let's see how the shell is working. Let's try to refresh. So this will give the error as we have stopped the application. Go to the shell, npm run start colon shell, which is nothing but this is the one. Oh, perfect. Oh, great. So it is component is directly accessible from the shell and it is invoked into our application. Okay, so let's dive into the code once again. So from the MAP side, there is nothing much more to do. So only we need to do from the shell application. Okay, so here load obviously I am accessing the load remote module package from the it is the model federation package. Okay, and I'm specifying the remote entry. Okay, and I'm specifying the FSC expose model. Okay, so this is the FSC expose model. Okay, so it means that we can uh, go with the lazy loading also. Okay, we can specify the lazy loading with the help of this load remote module. Okay, so let's see. Let's try to stop. This is the MFA1 CNS. Okay, so this will not work now. Okay, so it cannot be reached. Now let's see what is happening with this one. Okay, so obviously it is showing an exception. All right, when you go to the console. Now let's start once again the application. Perfect. Now let's try to refresh this one. It should work fine. Perfect. Okay, it means that you can run your component as a service or your application as a service and that can be consumed from the shell application. All right. So this is what the MFE it is there and model federation it is there. That's all from mine. Thanks for watching the video.